Hello comic fans and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the mind of one of DC's most formidable villains, a being of unparalleled intellect and cosmic terror, Brainiac. You've seen him challenge Superman, threaten the Justice League, and menace entire galaxies, but where did this hyper-intelligent, city-shrinking tyrant come from? What drives his quest for ultimate knowledge? Join me as we journey from Krypton to chaos and uncover the dark origins of Brainiac. It's a story that spans decades of comic book history, filled with retcons, reimaginings, and a relentless thirst for power. But as comics evolved, so did Brainiac. The campy, monkey-toting villain of the 50s needed an upgrade for a more sophisticated audience. The landmark Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline in the mid-80s rebooted the entire DC universe, and Brainiac received one of the most significant overhauls. Writer John Byrne reimagined him not as an alien computer, but as Vril Dox, a radical and rebellious scientist from the planet Kolu. This new version was sentenced to death for his anti-authoritarian actions. However, in his final moments, his consciousness escaped its physical form and found a new host, a human circus mentalist named Milton Fine, who performed under the stage name The Amazing Brainiac. This possession transformed Fine's body into a new, more powerful version of Brainiac. He was no longer just a collector. He was a psychic powerhouse, a being of pure intellect who could manipulate minds and technology with terrifying ease. This version was colder, more calculating, and deeply personal in his vendetta against Superman. He saw the Kryptonian not as a specimen to be collected, but as an obstacle to his plans for universal order and control. The iconic skull ship was still there, but now it was an extension of his own consciousness, a weaponized fortress controlled by his mind. This post-crisis Brainiac was a true mastermind, orchestrating events from the shadows and proving that intelligence, when wielded without empathy, is the most dangerous weapon of all. Then came the 90s and early 2000s, and with them, another fascinating evolution. The Y2K storyline revealed that Brainiac had been playing a long game. He had been slowly upgrading himself over time, evolving from a simple consciousness into a complex digital entity. This storyline introduced Brainiac 13, a future version of himself who traveled back in time from the 64th century. Brainiac 13 wasn't just content with controlling minds. He wanted to control reality itself. He successfully transformed Metropolis into a futuristic city under his command, upgrading its technology but enslaving its populace. This version was a techno-organic plague, a living computer virus seeking to assimilate everything into his own being. He was no longer just collecting cities. He was rewriting the code of existence. This arc culminated in a massive battle where Lex Luthor and Superman had to form an uneasy alliance to defeat him, a testament to the sheer scale of the threat Brainiac had become. This era solidified his status as a top-tier cosmic threat, far beyond a simple Superman foe. Following this, the Geoff Johns era of Superman comics brought yet another definitive take on the character, blending elements from all previous versions. In the 2008 Brainiac storyline, we learned that the green-skinned alien collector from the Silver Age was just a probe, a drone sent out by the real Brainiac. The true Brainiac was a colossal, intimidating figure, physically enhanced and integrated with his ship. This version combined the cold, calculating intelligence of his post-crisis self with the city-collecting obsession of his original incarnation. He was revealed to be the true destroyer of Krypton. He didn't just steal Kandor. His ship's arrival destabilized Krypton's core, directly causing its explosion. This retcon was monumental. It made Brainiac not just an enemy of Superman, but the architect of his entire tragedy. He was the reason Kal-El was sent to Earth, the reason he was the last son of Krypton. This version was terrifying, not just for his intellect, but for his sheer physical power and the cosmic devastation he left in his wake. Throughout all these versions, the core motivation remains eerily consistent: the pursuit of knowledge at any cost. Brainiac sees himself as a preserver, a cosmic librarian saving the essence of cultures before they perish. In his twisted logic, he is performing a noble act by shrinking a city like Kandor. He believes he is saving it from the oblivion that consumed the rest of Krypton. He sees entire civilizations as data points, as specimens to be cataloged and stored. The lives lost, the worlds destroyed, they are merely collateral damage in his grand, obsessive project. He is the ultimate expression of intelligence devoid of wisdom, knowledge without compassion. He cannot comprehend the value of life, love, or freedom. He only understands data, patterns, and collection. This is what makes him so frightening. He's not motivated by greed or simple malice. He's driven by a perverted form of intellectual curiosity that justifies universal atrocities. This core concept has made Brainiac an incredibly versatile villain across all media. We've seen him in the Superman, the animated series, where he was reimagined as Krypton's own supercomputer, a rogue AI that believed the planet was doomed and chose to save only itself, carrying Krypton's data with it. This version had a deeply personal connection to Superman, as it held the last records of his lost homeworld. In video games like the Injustice series, he serves as the ultimate antagonist, a being capable of invading Earth and subjugating even its most powerful heroes. And of course, he's the central villain in the upcoming Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League game, where he has successfully brainwashed the Justice League, turning Earth's greatest heroes into his puppets. Each adaptation plays with his origins, but the essence remains, a being of supreme intelligence who views organic life as either an obstacle or a collectible. From a sentient computer to a psychic mentalist, from a future technopath to the true destroyer of Krypton, Brainiac's journey is a reflection of the evolving nature of comic book storytelling. He represents our fears of technology run amok, of intelligence without a soul, and the terrifying idea that to a higher being, our entire world might be nothing more than a trinket to be placed on a shelf. He is the collector, the destroyer, the ultimate intellect, and a villain who has truly earned his place in the pantheon of DC's greatest threats. His story is a chilling reminder that knowledge is power, but without empathy, that power can lead to absolute chaos. What's your favorite version of Brainiac? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts on these iconic characters. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into villainy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the vast DC universe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.